But unfortunately for them, tickets were sold out. I didn't watch it. So if you're outside, you feel like, hey, I'm losing out. Seeing them jubilating is not enough for me. I'm also asking myself that inside, how happy are they? The day they will say tickets are open for Shatta Wale show, if they are not careful, it will not be up to 1 week.
The matter chop hot. Assembly Diloto. Hey! Aye!
So I brought you a review of Stonebwoy's event. That is the one that happened at the O2 Shepherds Bush Empire, and the all kind of thing rough with Caleb Newboy. And on this particular edition, I have with me the big man himself. You know, we did one before the show, and after the show, he promised us he was going to spend time with us to do the review and the aftermath of it, all the happenings on the night. And I'm talking about the 68th Independence concerts that happened in London at the Indigo O2 with R2B's, Kempaluta, Olive the Boy, among others. Well, Samlex is here with me to share this particular time, and we are going to have a very beautiful conversation. So if you are watching, make sure you subscribe, share your views in the comment section. This is live on Roland Report. Recommend this channel to others so they can also enjoy. But without wasting much time, let's go onto the lines and speak to Samlex.
Yeah, man, we are still here. You know how we do it.
First of all, let me say a big thanks to you for the first one. I think people loved it so much. Back-to-back reports already. I'm about fulfilling.
I know, right? I know. Today the weather seems a little colder. So though I'm inside, I'm still feeling cold a little bit, but it'll be fine. It'll be fine.
I hope today they won't pay my own realm.
Today they asked and I said them, but let's see what people are on standby. They are just waiting for my call.
To activate our body camera.
People are on standby. They are just waiting for my call. No, but today I want to do some work, at least get some content down for the people. So I think it is okay. We do that today. Then tomorrow we can hit the streets.
Well, for people who are there, especially people who belong to the media fraternity, I'm sure this week is going to be a very busy one for you guys. But this afternoon I spoke with Caleb and he was telling me, Charlie, calls are only and easy. How about you?
Not too many calls, because you know, beyond everything, when people also see me around like this, they know I represent a certain camp. Therefore, even if they want to be a part of my movement, they will still consider the fact that Samlex has his camp to protect as well. So I might not be the guy that they will call first. But and then again, prior to the event, someone like Caleb, who will be busy receiving calls, in the sense that his posts and his actions and his gestures portrayed someone who took a certain position on the whole conversation. So if the event is over, definitely people will be coming back to him to confirm his position and again what he thinks about the event. And again, if you follow his timeline from the event day till now, he's been doing back-to-back posts of Stonebwoy's event. Sure. So definitely people who would want information will call him. Unlike me, I've not posted anything about either events. I've not said anything. In fact, apart from people who might have come across videos or photos of me at the venue, not many will even be aware that I attended the event. So that should also be taken care of, and that should also be noted. So personally, I've not received so many calls, apart from an interview I granted to the Bona show and a few industry people around who are into conversation with me. I've not done much. People are not calling me for much information on the shows.
Speaking of shows, of course, and on Saturday, Ghana made history in London. How was the atmosphere like in London? Maybe few hours to kick off, few hours for events to start, maybe from both ends. I know I understand that it was, I think, 1 hour and 30 minutes or 45 minutes in between these two venues. But how was the atmosphere like? Nothing she warm, and I said, I'm out for the coolie.
Well, from where I attended my event, that is the O2 Indigo, it was obvious that the organizers were very flexible, they were comfortable, they were relaxed. On the night, I saw Alodia walking up and down. I saw West Coast. At the same time, I saw Dennis at the backstage. And they were all relaxed, they were comfortable. It didn't come across like there was tension on them because at the end of the day, they know they've done their thing already. They've sold out their tickets and it was okay. Now, when I got to the O2 premises, it was obvious Ghanaians were out. Ghanaians were really out, I must say. Because, when you go to some of these shows and the show look good, you see from the outside, you see how people are gallivanting, you see how people are speaking Chi, you see how people are looking like Ghanaians. And the moment I got out from my car at the car park at the O2 or the O2 area, I saw Ghanaians left, right, and center. Those who knew me or those who identified me were coming closer for photos, for videos, and the fact that we've seen a certain Samlex around. So that feeling was there. And again, when I got closer to the ticket center, I realized there were many people who did not even have tickets. In the sense that they thought that, as usual, they will come to the venue and get their tickets before they could enter. But unfortunately for them, tickets were sold out. They were not getting to buy. So people had to do what we call the holding kind of market. So I saw people doing business out of that. That if you want to buy their ticket, if they bought for £40, you are going to buy it at £100. And I saw some close friends who were going through that experience. And that's, oh yeah, because that time the energy was on. Artists are in, people who were in were making noise, shouting. And I didn't watch it. So if you're outside, you feel like, hey, I'm losing out. I really have to be a part of
PZ, no.
Aha. Oh, but yeah, I feel like, hey, I didn't watch it too much. What am I doing outside? So many people were desperate looking for tickets. So this is what I want to say, that it's high time Ghanaians really start paying attention to some of these things. If there's an event and you think you go, get your ticket in advance, don't wait. The last minute thing puts pressure on both artists and promoters. And if we can stop that and get our tickets early, well, so we can attend these events, they're better for all of us. So yeah, it looked good like that. And I must say, the event was really one that you would want to be a part of. It was fun from beginning to end. Kojo Manuel as the MC, he understands the Ghana culture. He has been ruling stages on several occasions. So he knew the turf. He knew what to do, what to say to keep the people going. And that was what we realized. To me, I think it was an experience worth noting because even after the concert, they opened it up for a jam. After the performance, let me put it that way. After the performances, they opened it up for a jam and Ghanaians won't stop dancing. Back to back songs and everybody was on their feet throughout. So I left there to another venue that night. That night there, it was a long night for some of us. From one place to the other, from one place to the other, and to the other, to the other, until we said goodbye to the world and we slept.
Okay.
So that was how it was.
Okay. Before we touch on the performances, some people have the view that the controversies around the whole event and its co-meanings also contributed to the patronage. How true or false is this particular assertion?
Well, if what happened contributed to the patronage of the event, then I think I would say it rather benefited Stonebwoy more than the Laudia team. Because Stonebwoy was the one who was doing it for the first time with that particular date. For Alodia, West Coast, and Aquaba, this is a date that they've been doing over the years. This is a date that they are known for. But even if the year had gone by without them doing it, like many in London will be asking, what happened? Alodia and his people, are they not doing an independence event this time around? has been their trademark. Like every independence, they kill something, and that is what they have been doing. So I would say that if the controversies help someone, then surely it will be Stonebwoy and his team, because to them, from the word go, when Stonebwoy talked about the sabotage, that was when conversation started for his show. He was able to get support from his media friends who were all out, gun blazing everywhere, making sure that he will be heard. That some people are trying to kill him, like Stonebwoy is crying wolf, so everybody should come and help him. So if there was someone who really benefited from that, I think it will be Team Stonebwoy. But in a way, you see, me, Roland, I have this mindset that it comes to showbiz, the strategy be a foul. It is whether it was planned or not planned, he won. And that is what I'm happy about. Because when it comes to showbiz, I don't say, "Oh, we are ubuwa. Or yeah, one and no amount numbers now, man. Whether the tickets were free or it was sold or it was reduced in terms of pricing, still, like I said the other day, at the end of the day, what you'll be looking at will be the optics. I remember mentioning this to you guys some time ago that you be reading now and they be okay, how are your pictures looking like? How are your videos looking like? And thank God, all two shows had pictures and videos looking great. And to me, that alone is a big deal. So whether it was the controversies or not, I think Team Stonebwoy won at the end of the day because they were facing a safer opposition. It's like going to play against someone in his home grounds. That's how it felt like for Stonebwoy to play with Alodia and West Coast and Aquaba. Like it's their home grounds. Stonebwoy was the guy coming from away. So congratulations to both of them, and once again to Stonebwoy for whatever strategies he used in making sure his room will look occupied. It worked for him. Whatever strategies he used, it worked for him, if you ask me.
Now let's touch base on the performances and the people that climbed the stage on the night. And how what is your view on the performances on the night? Was it satisfactory? Was it one that some people loved? Was there an artist that did not meet expectation? The whole arrangement. And before you wrap up on that, I also want you to touch on if you've gotten reasons why episode, who also received backlash when he was announced, was not found on that stage.
Okay, on the episode factor, I have not asked, but I think I can ask. Maybe after this conversation, I know which people to call to get information on why episode was not on the stage when it mattered most. I know, and I'll get clean and correct answers as well. In terms of performances, like I said, I did not witness Olive the Boy. Obviously, I was a little late because I think the day evening before, I had to pass here, do some before going as usual. So when I got there, Olive the Boy had finished his performance. I got there and I met King Paluta on the stage. Now, King Paluta at the moment is a lover boy in London. From last year till this year, if there's one artist who has played in London back to back, it is King Paluta. Like almost every quarter, he's performing somewhere in London. Every quarter, it started from last year. Almost every quarter, King Paluta is performing somewhere. Yeah, so definitely, I'll find out later about the episode and share it with you guys. But apart from that, the rest of the guys who performed, like I was saying earlier, King Paluta has been London's favorite for the past years, playing back to back. So obviously, his songs are still reigning. Thank God he keeps adding to the catalog. The last time he added a pick, what is that song called? The one that people
It is okay, I pick it.
a pick, Diana pick. When people started, oh, it won't pick, a pick it. Now he's still enjoying some performances with it. Um, event goers lately are people who love your songs more than your performances. So if you have the songs, just drop it and they will dance. And again, out to be for this particular show, they were the headliners, if you ask me, because they were the guys whose face, songs, and identities were used in pushing this show to the top, and they also delivered. Just that I think on the stage, on the day, they were complaining about some technicalities disturbing them a little bit. They was talking about sound, and there were some incoherent performances on the stage. I'm not too sure their problem because personally, whilst in there, I could feel the sound was good. There were even some videos I took on the stage. I went to the backstage, took some videos from the stage whilst they were still performing. And to me, I felt everything was okay. But to them, they were still not happy or satisfied with something. And I couldn't point my hand on it. But for Payday, he actually said in the microphone that, oh, they are not feeling the power of the sound. But sometimes the artists might not feel it, but the people who are enjoying it, some of them forget it. But as much as they've seen the artists on the stage, they will jump, they will sing along, and they'll still make merry. So to them, they were cool with it. That is what I can say for now. But it was in all, it was good. Nobody has been complaining as much as the audience is concerned. Even though when Payday was even talking about sound not being good, to the audience, they were jamming, Charlie. They were jowly. They didn't see anything wrong, and to me, that was what was important.
Yeah. This is your boy, Wale Music TV. Send subscribe my show. Wanna subscribe him. If you wanna click bell, no do. Na me the video be out tomorrow. I want the first person about share. If you wanna drop a comment was so. Wale Music TV. Yes, Shatta Wale ni TV. I yebo more Shatta Wale ni news. Na update. Everything be a fan Shatta Wale who be. I want to back on what the more platform me do. Into bomb more than subscribe. Next share. Now bleda and I was still who edumede di Wale Music TV. Video be able post on what had they be a ba Shatta Wale. Inti say Shatta Wale no fan quoting dia blend beti good news. Blend never share, never subscribe. Now bleda and I was still who edumede di the more platform me do. Video be able post on what had they be a ba Shatta Wale. Inti say ejimu di day Shatta Wale fan quoting dia blend beti good news ba Shatta Wale. Ne bomb dana share. Now bleda and I was star. On who edumede di Wale Music TV. Thank you.